No, they don't. I mean, it's fortunate that the open enrollment periods overlap. But the problems that we're seeing with the exchange open enrollment and the website and all of that really are unrelated. So seniors need to just sort of go to their regular place for open enrollment, and they have till December 7th to make a decision. So they're largely unaffected by all of this. There are actually several features. First is that what seniors have seen for a year now and will continue to see through 2020 is that donut hole where they're on the hook for prescription drug costs gets, in a sense, gets smaller and smaller, because what the Affordable Care Act did was to was to provide discounts to seniors for purchasing drugs when they're in the donut hole. So in 2014, for example, they have to pay 47.5% of the costs of prescription drugs that are branded and 72% of the cost of generics. By 2020, they pay 25% of each of those. So it's a sliding scale with respect to closing, or at least reducing the donut hole that they're faced with. Medicare Advantage is the Medicare program that's probably best described as Medicare HMOs. It's broader than that. There are PPOs and other kinds of things. But for the most part, it's managed care for Medicare folks. Nationally, about 27% of the senior population is in a Medicare Advantage plan. More in places like California and Arizona and Washington State and Florida, less sort of in many other parts of the country. But what happened with the Affordable Care Act is one of the ways that the Congress decided they would pay for it is to draw money out of the Medicare Advantage program. Something like $169 billion over 10 years. And so what that means is that seniors are going to begin seeing this year, and they will see in future years, that the premiums that they would pay for a Medicare Advantage plan are going to be higher. Historically, many of those premiums have been zero. That's unlikely to be the case too many more years. The additional benefits that have been available to them are going to be sort of less generous than they've been in the past. I mean, our estimates suggest that roughly for every 10% reduction in what Medicare pays a Medicare Advantage plan, enrollment drops by about 10%. So what we're seeing is sort of the high watermark of Medicare Advantage plans last year, and we'll see an erosion in enrollment over the next few years.